Family Gras Festival. My name is Pat Malone, and this is the Tidewater Boats Elite Redfish Tournament Series presented by Yamaha Outboards. This week is the kickoff event of the 2022 Solo Tour. One angler per boat, no teammates. They got to do everything on their own. They're going to put their boat in the water. They're going to catch their fish. They got to get back over here and get their fish weighed in. Everything is one angler head-to-head. Come across the stage. They'll get their fish weighed, recorded, get photos and video shot. Then they will go into the Berkeley Fishing Live Redfish Experience. And as soon as we're finished, our staff will even help you. We will put one of these beautiful Jefferson Parish redfish in your hands. We'll help you get a picture of it, and then you can post it on social media. Okay, but, and you can tell everybody you caught that while you was down in Metairie. It was an awesome time. Here we go. We're ready. All the way from Moreno. You might even know who he is. He's fishing for Strike King. This is Mr. Mike Fernett. Come on, y'all. Put your hands together for him. How you doing, Mikey?
I'm doing good. I'm glad to be out of that weather, I can tell you that.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Put your fish right there for a second.
This is the first time that we're here, and obviously this is going to be a great event for us and hopefully something that's going to grow in the future. And, Jefferson Parish, all the way around, does it right, from the politicians to the sheriff's office to the EMTs, the people that live here. I mean, everybody treats everybody great in Jefferson Parish, and it's got an awesome fishery. It's a great place to live, and, I've lived my entire life here, and wouldn't go anywhere else.
Your new leader with 634, and I saved my $5,000. You're in first place, brother. Don't leave me hanging. We're going to get video. We're going to get pictures. Mike, show it to the right. Show it to the left.
2 bites today. I made about 30 casts where I caught him, and it was in such a small area. Another 15 casts. Bam, I got another one, and it was the dude. And he came up and he rolled, and as soon as I saw him roll, I said, that's him. And I tried to turn him, but he turned the other way, went around the pipe, got on the oysters, and it was over and done with in a matter of 5 seconds. Hey, this is Mike Fernett of the Elite Redfish Series, and it is a tough day out here. We only got one small fish. You can't even see him in this water. It's so dirty. It's like fishing in the chocolate factory. It's tough. Well, as you can see, it is just a nasty day, but we're going to get back at it. Yeah, obviously, Strike King, I was using Redfish Magic spinner blades today. It was all I was using because it was dirty water, and I was just slow rolling them across the oysters and the flats and that kind of good stuff. So that's a big sponsor. You got Frog Togs. I've got Seagar line. Quite honestly, if it wouldn't have been for the Seagar line, I probably would have lost the first one. I've got Scale Tech, McLean trailers, Luz, Fish Monkey gloves, keeps my hands protected. Am I forgetting anybody? The TH Marine, the Atlas jack plate, get me out of the shallow water, and duck it fishing for my signature rods in salt water, in Luz reels. Think I got everybody.
Well, it sounds like a great list to have, and if you miss them, I know you'll make it up tomorrow.
Did I forget McLean trailers?
No, we talked about them for 20 minutes.
Yeah, okay.
So you got them all covered, and he won't tell you this. He's too humble. You ever want to catch a fish of a lifetime? We're talking about them big overs, those big, giant redfish. Redfish Lodge of Louisiana, him and his sons operate that, and his wife, and it's a great place to go, and fishing is secondary because the food they throw down is ridiculous.
Can't you tell?
Put your hands together for Four Horsemen Tackle Pro, Mr. Roger Dowdy. Come on up here, Roger. What's up, my brother? You got one also?
Yeah, one. That's it, man. I got in there and, I caught quite a few fish like this, but they was all overs. I couldn't make none keep. And to tell you the truth, I had a fish that, he was probably an 8th over. And I was thinking about it. I let him rest, and he just wouldn't shrink anymore. And he was a 10.
So they have to be under 27 or under 30. You can have one of each in this tournament. He's only got one, but folks, are you ready for this? This is what Jefferson Parish can produce. One redfish, one alive, 10 pounds even right there, folks. Look at this giant. Great job, Roger. Reach in there and grab it. Let's get a good picture. Show it. Oh, there you got another one. And then we're going to show the folks watching on Facebook at home. Show it to the camera in the middle.
Technically, caught that fish on a Berkeley gulp, but I threw 4 horseman corks all day, and we just caught plenty of fish on them. It's just a lot of overs, man. A fish just like that. I just had to pick the best one out of that. And
there she is. Oh, yeah.
tell you the truth, like I said, I was on that board, and, man, I caught one. I was like, man, this is a good fish. I put him on there. He was like 9.99, and I put him on. He was a quarter. I mean, he looked a quarter over. I let him rest. He went to 8th, and that's where he stayed.
$10,000 for first. The biggest fish, that fish right there, $5,500 for one fish if it holds up.
All right, brother. Well, we'll check it out tomorrow.
We'll see you tomorrow. That's Roger Dowdy. Y'all put your hands together. Here we go. We're ready for another pro, Drummond Company Fishing. This is going to bring you Mr. Max Martin, and I believe our first two-fish limit of the afternoon. Y'all put your hands together as he hits the stage. Come on now. He's got 2 fish. Makes it a little bit easier. 2 alive. $14.75. Your new day 1 leader. Put your hands together. Come on now. Get him, Max.
What's up? It's Captain Max Martin checking in the Elite Redfish Series. Making our way back to the marina. Got 2 decent fish in the box back there.
Fantastic, brother. What was the difference? You know, a lot of guys talked about a lot of refusals today. They had fish seeing, you know, they saw fish, but they couldn't get them to bite. What was the difference for you?
I didn't sight fish. I just worked banks all day long. I probably casted, I don't know, 500 times. I don't know.
So they call that blind casting when you're not actually looking for the fish. Do you have to use a popping cork because it was so windy to get the water churned up?
Yeah, I was. That's pretty much all I use. I tried a couple other things, but I used a popping cork and a voodoo shrimp and just worked it.
You got anybody watching at home or any sponsors you want to thank?
T&H Marine and B&B Tackle down in Bellchase. So.
All right, brother. It's great seeing you day 1, and I know we'll see you tomorrow as well. Your new leader with $14.75. Get him, Max. All the way from Baytown, Spotted Addiction is his name on his boat. This is Gary Moreno. Y'all put your hands together for him. He's got family here. Hey, that's got to make the trip better, huh?
It makes you feel a whole lot better.
Yeah. Makes it harder to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and head out the door, don't it?
Well, here's the kicker. I got 2 fish with my family here. So they don't know it, but they're coming with me to every tournament now.
They say that's his first limit. That's his first limit, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's put him on the board. But he can take the lead with 17-15. There you go, brother. These beautiful fish. Wow, y'all put your hands together. Your new leader. Ladies and gentlemen, this may be a $5,500 bonus fish right here. He's got to go over 10 pounds. Are you ready? 10-14, your new big fish.
I was going to send a screenshot of myself saying this is all I caught today.
Yeah, just you.
And then all of a sudden, you know, it's cleared up. The wind laid down just right. And I've got a special little bait that I started throwing this year.
Nobody's listening. Tell me what it is.
It's a cross between a spinner bait, a top water, a lead head, a cocoa minnow, and a gulp.
A spin head, cocoa, gulp, topwater, minnow.
That's it.
Yeah, you can find those at Academy Sports and Outdoors. They're $8 a dozen.
I had several refusals, bigger fish than that we had. You know, I couldn't get them to bite it for some reason. They'd hit the water and they'd take off. But I did see a lot of fish, so tomorrow, hopefully the good Lord blesses me again, and I'm going to go out the same spot just a little earlier.
Okay, now I'm going to tell you what. You know, athletes are superstitious, okay? So don't take off your fishing shirt. Don't wash none of your clothes. Don't crawl in bed tonight exactly like you are right now.
Just like this.
I'll guarantee you may be in the bed, but you will be by yourself. I can guarantee you that mess. Gary, fantastic job.
Yes, I want to thank El Pescador Boats. I had a little mishap right before this event, and those guys worked on it late several days and got me back here ready for this tournament within a couple of days. Hook spit rods, you know, fins braid, crisscross creations, another one of my new sponsors this year. Thank everybody for hooking me up this year.
All right, brother. It's so good to have you on tour, Gary. Congratulations. Taking the lead on day 1. Next, all the way from Tampa, Florida, y'all put your hands together for Jacob Meyer. Come on, y'all. Make some noise for him. My man, Jacob. Step right over here. As you can see, he's empty-handed. I told him, I said, you got to come to the stage, brother. You had a tough day out there today. But these fish can turn on fast, and tomorrow can be a whole different thing. I know it was tough. Give us a little background on what happened today.
Found some fish, and actually right before I texted you, or right after I texted you, I actually found fish that were popping on the surface, and I couldn't get them to eat. So, story of the day.
Now, when did you get in town? I know you came all the way from Tampa. You drove through the night and everything. You're probably kind of head still spinning and getting down here in some beautiful water, of course, when the wind and everything's blowing the right direction. But you're used to fishing in that clean water as well. So this isn't a total surprise to you get down here and be able to see some fish.
Yeah, side fishing is definitely my strong suit, and I didn't really get to do it a whole lot today. So tomorrow I just have to go out and get better at blind casting.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's great to have you with us. Do you have any sponsors or anybody back home watching you want to say hi to, maybe thank, let them know you're okay, and you're not going to slit your wrist and lay in a bathtub tonight because you didn't catch any fish?
Yeah, just family and my girlfriend. Thanks for letting me pursue this. And as far as I don't have any sponsors yet, but hopefully we can fix that next year.
We'll get you, buddy. Jacob, thank you so much for coming across the stage. We appreciate you. Put your hands together for him one more time. Jacob Meyer, all the way from Tampa, Florida. Great job. Lithium Pros and Fish Bites Pro, Stacy Fratina. Y'all make her feel welcome. Another tough day on the water. Stacy, come to this side. No, I don't know about your best side, but I don't stand a prayer on any other side. Hey, tough day out there on the water. You hit us up a couple of times, let us know what was going on. Talk about it.
So, the water blew out today with the north wind. Literally, the canals were dry. But I was in the right area, had lots of guys around me. Just couldn't get that bite today. Unfortunately, we don't have control over that. So I cast all day long. That's all I could do.
Well, tell us something about some of your equipment you use. I know that you got sponsors, but there's certain things you depend on. Talk to us about that.
So I depend on those lithium pros, to keep my trolling motors going all day, and also my power poles. We wouldn't be able to do it today without those power poles. With the wind blowing like that, you got to stick those poles and be able to work the area.
Well, I tell you what, it's great to have you here. I know that you're probably disappointed. Did you at least get to see some fish and you're like, hey, something's going to change tomorrow. I can get on these fish and make a big comeback.
Yeah, absolutely. This morning, you throw the cork out there, pop it, and the fish would push off from it. So, the fish were there. They just weren't ready to eat, and sometimes it just takes that time for them to turn on. So I did a couple different things today. Threw a fish bites on a jig head and, bounced it on the bottom. Just didn't get that bite that, we were looking for today. So.
And is Dean watching at home?
I'm sure he is. I'm sure my whole family's watching at home.
Well, we're glad we can bring you to them, maybe in their warm living rooms or whatever. And I know that we're ready to get a little bit warm too. But it's about to crank up here. It's going to be a big night here at Family Gras, and we're so glad you made the trip down from Florida to be with us.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, Stacy Fratina, one more time. Put your hands together for her. All the way from Bruton, Alabama. He's about to get his fish measured. See back here, that's what John does. We've got the hands-off measuring system with check-it sticks. And we will be awfully quick. This is the last angler. We're supposed to be up here till 5. We're going to give it back to you about 15 minutes early. Here he comes. Y'all put your hands together for your Blazer Bay pro, Barney White. He's got 2 fish. He's been doing updates all day. Barney, let's set him in there and see what we got.
Today's been one of those days. It's been tough, been a grind, but we'll see what tomorrow brings.
Kind of what everybody else has been talking about. Your water ran out. Things changed. That south wind turned to north and just made everything hard to get to.
Yeah, the wind, the weather changed. It changed everything. Water blew out, muddied up everything. Just is what it is.
Did you get
what I got? Yeah, I'm glad I got what I got. Didn't get many bites today. It's just been one of those days.
Did you get an over? Did you get a pretty good 28, 29-inch fish?
Yeah, I got a 29.
All right, well, let's get him weighed up and see what you got. He needs 17.15 to take the lead. He's got 2 fish, 2 alive. His total weight, 17.05, 10 100ths behind the leader. We're going to see what you got for Big Red Challenge. That is brought to you by Brecknell Tournament Scales. $5,500. That's his small one. This ain't a bad place to be, is it? All right, here we go. He's going to need a 10-14. He's got 1 fish. 10-18 right there. The big fish so far is 4 100ths. Wow. Not your new leader, but your new Brecknell Scales big fish leader. For sure, fantastic job. Get all the pictures and the video. We're slacking on the towel department, okay? I see what you're looking for. Yeah, go and wipe it on me because ultimately it's my fault. Hey, really good. You're a couple hundredths off of the lead, and you overtook that spot for the Big Red. You could be looking at a $15,500 payday tomorrow. What would that mean to you?
I don't even want to think about that.
Really? I can't jump the gun?
No. There's way too much stuff between here and there tomorrow.
Well, first of all, their fishing grounds, or some of you guys are an hour and a half, 2 hours away from here. You got to get down there, get back, make sure your boat motor, and now we bring the truck and trailer into it. A lot of equipment's got to go right for you to cash a big check like that. I know you've got some fine equipment sponsors behind you. Let's talk about them.
Yeah, I do. Can't talk enough about my Blazer Bay and Mercury today.
This old Blazer Bay, Elite Redfish Series, getting her ready to roll. Got something to show. Here's one big guy. Here's another one.
We did everything we could do, standing on all our equipment. Power pole, of course, power poles came into a huge play today, and so did that Minn Kota trolling motor. Thankfully, I didn't have to use my other sponsor, C2 New Orleans. But they were on standby in case I needed them. It's a great area, great crowd, usually a bunch of fish. Pat, you didn't bring the sunshine or the calm seas with you, but
I'll try to do better tomorrow.
Well, I hope so.
Barney, is Andrea or anybody watching at home?
I'm not sure. I'm sure they are. Hello, everyone. See you soon.
Thanks for letting me come play with us for a little bit, Barney. Great job. We'll see you in the morning. Fantastic. One more time. Barney White, come on, y'all. Make some noise. Hey, I told you it's going to be quick. We're going to get through this thing. Thank you so much. Thank you. Had a great crowd here watching the anglers, but they're all positioning towards that big stage down there. It's going to be a great time. Day one right here at Family Gras. Day one at the Mano Y Mano Cup fishing tournament right here on the Elite Redfish Series. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name's Pat Malone. We're going to get out of the way. We're going to turn it back over to the bands. It's going to be a great time tonight, and we're sure there's going to be a lot of coverage of it. So be sure and tune in, and we'll see you right here again tomorrow when we conclude Day 2 and the final round of the 2022 Elite Solo Tour Mardi Gras Cup right here in Jefferson Parish, brought to you by Visit Jefferson Parish and FishJefferson.com. My name's Pat Malone. We'll see everybody tomorrow. Have a great time tonight at Family Gras 2022.